The morning of victory begins not when the sun rises, but when you decide to rise with it. It begins the moment you tell yourself, "Today, I will not shrink. Today, I will stand tall." Because life isn't about waiting for the perfect day. It's about standing firm, even when the storm hasn't passed. There are mornings when your body feels heavy, your dreams seem distant, and your spirit whispers that maybe it's time to give up. But that is exactly the moment you must move forward. Because the strength that carries you to victory doesn't come from comfort. It comes from courage. Courage to take one more step, even when your legs tremble. Courage to smile through uncertainty. Courage to rise again when you've fallen 100 times before. Every sunrise brings you a silent question: will you rise with me? The world is watching, yes. But more importantly, if you are watching yourself, you are the witness to your own story. You are the author of your next chapter. And if you choose to stand tall, no matter how hard the wind blows, victory will always find its way to your feet. Let's talk about standing tall. Standing tall doesn't mean you're unshaken. It means you've learned to stand despite the shake. It means your knees may bend, your heart may ache, but your spirit never bows. Every scar becomes your proof of endurance. Every tear is a testimony that you kept going when giving up would have been easier. You see, every champion has a morning of decision, when they rise before the world does, when they face the mirror and say, "I'm not done yet." Victory starts in the quiet hours, when no one is watching, when you choose discipline over comfort, purpose over pleasure, growth over fear. That's the morning of victory, the moment your heart commits before your body even begins. Some mornings will test you. The phone call you didn't want, the rejection letter you feared, the people who doubted you. They will all challenge your resolve. But you were not built to break under pressure. You were built to expand through it. So when life tightens its grip, don't retreat. Breathe deeper, stand taller, move forward. The weight you carry today will become your wings tomorrow. Victory isn't loud. It doesn't always come with applause or celebration. Sometimes it comes in silence. The peace you feel when you didn't give up. The smile that returns after pain. The whisper in your soul that says, "I made it through." Those moments are gold. They're sacred, because they remind you that you are not defined by defeat, but by the strength to rise from it. You may not be where you want to be yet, but don't let that stop you from celebrating how far you've come. You survived battles that once felt impossible. You healed from wounds that once felt permanent. You found light in places that were once only darkness. That's victory. That's standing tall. When you move forward, do it with faith. Not because everything is certain, but because you trust yourself enough to handle the uncertain. There will be days when progress feels invisible, but trust me, it's happening. Every effort, every struggle, every late night of trying again, it's building you. The roots grow before the tree blooms. The foundation forms before the tower rises. So keep moving. The morning of victory isn't a single day, it's a mindset. It's a way of living that says, "I will not let fear dictate my pace. I will not let doubt steal my vision. I will not let failure define my identity. I will rise, I will stand, and I will move forward. Even when people walk away, stand tall. When doors close, stand tall. When the world turns its back, stand taller. Because victory loves those who refuse to bow to defeat." Every no you hear today is preparing you for the yes that will change everything. And when you finally step into your victory, when that morning comes where the light feels different, the air feels softer, and your heart feels at peace, remember this: you earned it. Through persistence, through faith, through fire. You didn't wait for the world to give you permission. You gave yourself the power to rise. So today, decide. Decide to greet this morning not with fear, but with fire. Stand tall even when you're trembling. Move forward even when you can't see the whole path. Because somewhere beyond the pain, beyond the struggle, beyond the endless effort, there's a sunrise waiting to call your name, your morning of victory. And when it comes, don't whisper. Don't hide. Stand proud, stand tall, and say to yourself, "This is my time. This is my rise. This is my victory." Every sunrise brings a promise that life can begin again, that no matter how dark the night was, there's still light waiting to guide your next step. The morning of victory begins with one decision: to rise, even when everything in you wants to stay down. It begins with that first deep breath that whispers, "I am still here." Because as long as you are still here, there is hope, there is purpose, there is a reason to move forward. When you wake up, you don't just open your eyes, you open your potential. You give yourself another chance to rewrite the story of your life. It doesn't matter what happened yesterday. It doesn't matter who left, who doubted, who laughed, or who tried to hold you down. The morning doesn't ask who hurt you, it asks, what will you do now? That's where your power lies, in the now, in this moment, in this breath. Too often, people wait for perfect conditions to begin. They wait for the right opportunity, the right partner, the right timing. But victory doesn't wait for perfection. It's born in the imperfect. It's born when you decide to show up, not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. You may not have all the answers, you may not even know what tomorrow will bring, but if you move forward with faith, with intention, with heart, the road will begin to reveal itself. You have to believe that every step, no matter how small, matters. The smallest seed becomes the tallest tree because it never stopped reaching for the light. You have that same light inside of you. The world may not see it yet, but one day they will. They'll see the fire that refused to die, the spirit that kept pushing forward when everything seemed lost. There will be mornings that test your patience, mornings that challenge your peace, mornings when you question your purpose. Those are the mornings that matter most, because victory isn't about being fearless. It's about facing fear and moving anyway. It's about standing tall, even when your knees shake. It's about choosing courage when comfort feels safer. That's where transformation begins, not in the calm, but in the storm. There's a kind of strength that only hardship can teach. The strength to smile when you're hurting, to love when you've been broken, to rise when you've fallen again and again. Every time you stand back up, you are declaring war on your past, on your pain, on every limit that ever tried to define you. You're saying, I am more than what happened to me. That's victory. That's grace. That's power. The road to success is not straight. It's filled with turns, detours, and unexpected stops. But every delay is divine. Every challenge is preparing you for something greater. Sometimes you think life is holding you back, when in truth, it's setting you up. The pain you feel today is often the foundation for the strength you'll need tomorrow. You don't grow through ease. You grow through effort. You don't rise by avoiding pain. You rise by embracing it, learning from it, letting it mold you into something unstoppable. Every person who has ever achieved greatness has had mornings of doubt, nights of tears, and seasons of struggle. They've faced loneliness, fear, and rejection. But what separates the victors from the victims is the decision to keep moving. When life knocked them down, they didn't stay down. They stood tall. They moved forward. They kept their eyes fixed not on what they lost, but on what they were becoming. And you, too, can do the same. You can rewrite your story. You can take every mistake and turn it into a lesson, every loss and turn it into fuel, every setback and turn it into a comeback. That's the real meaning of victory. It's not about defeating others. It's about defeating the version of yourself that gave up too soon. It's about being better today than you were yesterday. You must understand, no one can give you your victory. You must claim it. You must earn it. You must wake up every morning with determination and go to bed with satisfaction, knowing you gave your best. Even when no one believes in you, you must believe in yourself. Even when no one applauds, you must keep moving forward. Because the applause that truly matters is the one your soul gives you when it knows you didn't quit. Your dreams are waiting on the other side of discipline. They are waiting on the other side of fear. The bridge between where you are and where you want to be is built from consistency. Every day you show up, you lay another brick. Every time you push through the pain, you strengthen the foundation. Every time you say, I can, instead of, I can't, you are building the future that once felt impossible. Don't let comparison steal your confidence. Everyone's morning of victory looks different. Some rise quickly, some rise slowly, but all who rise with intention eventually find their light. Don't rush your journey. Flowers bloom in their own time, and so will you. Your path may twist, your pace may vary, but your destination will always meet you if you keep moving. There's something powerful about resilience, the ability to stand tall even after life has knocked you down. You may bend, but you will not break. You may cry, but you will not quit. You may pause, but you will not turn back. Because deep inside, you know that quitting won't give you peace. Only perseverance will. Only standing tall will. Only moving forward will. Every challenge you overcome adds to your strength. Every morning you choose to rise, you tell the universe, I am still in the fight. And that's enough. Because winning doesn't always mean crossing the finish line. It means refusing to stop running. It means showing up for yourself, again and again, even when no one's watching, even when it feels like progress is invisible. Your time will come. Your breakthrough will come. But you must prepare for it now. You must rise each day as if it's already on its way. Speak like it's coming. Work like it's coming. Believe like it's already here. The morning of victory doesn't belong to the lucky. It belongs to the faithful, to the persistent, to the ones who dare to believe that their story isn't over yet. And when you face resistance, and you will, don't run from it. Resistance is proof that you're moving. If life feels heavy, it's because you're growing stronger. If the road feels steep, it's because you're climbing higher. Every struggle is a sign of progress, every obstacle a test of faith. Stand tall, breathe deep, and remind yourself that diamonds are formed under pressure, not ease. Don't just wake up every morning. Rise every morning. Rise with gratitude for what you have and hunger for what's ahead. Rise with forgiveness for yesterday and focus for today. Rise with the mindset that today could be the day everything changes, because sometimes it is. The universe rewards movement. It rewards energy. It rewards faith in action. And when victory finally comes, and it will, it won't just be about the moment you win, but the moments you refuse to give up. It will be about every lonely night, every painful lesson, every silent prayer. It will be about the mornings you stood tall even when you wanted to fall. It will be about the faith that carried you when strength wasn't enough. When you reach that moment, take a breath and look back, not in regret, but in gratitude. Because every scar tells your story, every tear watered your growth, every challenge sharpened your vision. You didn't come this far by luck, you came this far by grace, by effort, by determination. So, don't stop now. Don't settle. There's more within you waiting to rise. There are victories you haven't yet seen, blessings you haven't yet touched, dreams that are still blooming. Keep moving forward, one step, one choice, one sunrise at a time, because one day you'll look around and realize you are living the victory you once prayed for. You are standing tall, not because life became easier, but because you became stronger. And in that moment, as the morning light spills across your face, you'll smile, not because the journey was perfect, but because you never stopped walking it. Stand tall, move forward. This is your morning of victory.